I'm Papa Kwame. You can call me Mellow Music. I'm the team lead and the founder of High Praiz Crew. Back on campus, I had friends. I was doing music with, church music with on campus. And during outside gigs, we used to flip to town and go and do what we call shabo with those friends. When we were about completing school, I spoke to the likes of Charles, Matthias, Japhet, Dennis, Daniel, Sandra, a good number of them. And I told them that's what I want us to do after school.
I actually got to know about High Praiz when I was in school. That was in 2013. We were back in SHS. So actually, I had this friend in class who also sang, called Japhet. So we went about doing this music stuff in school. So then later, as we were about writing Wasi, we got to the house and we began High Praiz.
My name is Dennis Senam Amable. I am part of the advisory team for High Praiz Crew. Sometime in 2014, Louise and I met Atta. He was such a young man who was passionate, full of energy, and full of dreams. And one of his dreams was to hold an event in Akosombo, like an annual event to bring people together to worship God. And after listening to him, I knew I wanted to be part of this project. And yeah, that's how I joined High Praiz Crew.
From the cradle of High Praiz, I was part of it when we started putting things together to form a vibrant group in Akosombo Township to uplift the kingdom business through diverse ways. You know, I was seeing it as a small thing from the initial state, but as time goes on, I realized that no, the thing was becoming bigger and bigger. So when during the first Total Praise, I must say I was so much impressed for being part of such a wonderful group.
Papa Kwame, who discovered High Praiz Crew, is my twin, but Daniel, a good friend of mine, and and so far so good. Me regret to say my joining High Praiz Crew.
I first heard about High Praiz when I came for a rehearsal at the Methodist Church. I think it was the old building, and Atta was behind the keyboard, and that's where we spoke, and he told me about High Praiz, the whole vision. So that's how I got to know about High Praiz.
So I used to be part of a group by name Engineers of Praise, with one member by name Gideon as part of us. So he introduced me to High Praiz Group. I was there and he was like, oh, there's this new group in town. Why not you join us? I said, okay. I came and they treated me like family, so I just got stuck here.
Before I joined High Praiz, I was following them seriously. That was from like 2015. Yes, that's when I began following High Praiz. And then since I joined High Praiz, it's been marvelous because I've seen myself grow musically, like in the music field and all that. And then the friends I've made here too, they've been very good to me and all that. So I think it's been a lovely journey for me, yeah.
Personally, I've been part of the founding members of the team.
So I came to a friend.
Since we started this ministry, the journey has been amazing.
It has been challenging.
Very challenging.
Expansiating.
So looking 10 years back, looking at how God started with us, the vision he gave to us, and then how far he has brought us. God has been really good. He has been faithful.
10 years, yes, down the lane. It has been a bumpy ride. It has been very nice, full of nice music, nice experiences. You know, sometimes you cry, sometimes some of the things say shake it. You know that shake it. You lift your chair. You see suspensions and all, but we've been able to get here, and it's by the grace of God.
So for me, it has been a wonderful experience. Not just being a singer or a backing vocalist, but for the fact that the ministry doesn't only give a spiritual benefits to the community, but goes beyond its borders to help in blood donations, evangelism. It's wonderful to be a part of a ministry like this.
It's been an amazing journey with High Praiz. The first event, Louise and I supported our Chinese team to organize the event, and I was the MC for that particular event, and it was such an amazing event we had in 2015. And over the years, it has gotten better and better. High Praiz is constantly having impact on the young generation. I follow them on social media and I talk to Atta a lot, and I see how they bring young men and women together to do other small projects leading to the main event. And you should see the passion of young people coming together to commit their resources for God, their energy for God, and it's having great impact, not just in the among the young ones, but also the old people who come together to worship God during total praise.
When we were growing up, we didn't have this church programs come in. Yeah, probably a church could organize a program 1 year, 2 years, they are off. You don't actually get this long run. So for impact, I actually go for longevity. And I feel like a lot of people have emulated things. High Praiz has given a lot of people the platform to actually showcase their talent and all that, even those in and out of what the group. So for that's what I feel like High Praiz has brought to as far as impact is concerned.
I think the group has made me grow musically and with my work with God, because I've learned so much. The discipline Melu gives us, and the reprimanding, the beating, the carrying of chairs, the jogging, the running. it's just all been a journey. But here we are, so I'm glad. We've grown really well musically. Somebody like me, I'm an example. I'm a perfect example. Where I came from musically and where I am now. I'm not there. I think I've grown so much. I've seen other people like Daniel, Akuto, and all the other people. They really grown. It's just been an amazing journey. I think that it has made some of us really, musically sane. And for the group, I know that our future is really bright. We are trying to recruit new people and young ones so that they can also learn and, be of great impact to the gospel world or to the music ministry.
I've been part of this movement or ministry for about 10 years now, and I have had the privilege to stand beside leadership of this ministry as to how the ministry began, their projects over the years. I've been back door working with the executives, had few privileges to be part of the ministers over the years, and it's been a great journey. This 10 years has been by the grace of God, and I think it's a great place for us to celebrate the grace of God such a time like this. High Praiz has over the years had personal impact on my life. When I say that, I'm talking about event organization, how to put out a concept back to back every year, coming up with new concepts to suit what God is saying for each year. And over the years, when you look at High Praiz, what they've done differs from each other. Although God is saying something new, they have concepts to portray what God is saying. I believe for me personally, that is what I have learned over the years from the ministry.
Praiz has really impacted my life. In terms of my morning devotion, we've been having this Bible studies group in our group, so I think it has really helped me personally.
High Praiz has helped me overcome my fears. I used to have stage frights, but now it's okay since I sometimes play lead roles. Yes, so now it's okay.
Tell me how High Praise has impacted my life. I used to be timid and shy, but then singing on stage in front of multitudes of people, it has made me more open and then outspoken. I'm able to stand in front of a large crowd and perform. So yeah, that's how High Praise has helped me. And then in spiritual aspect too, monthly fasting and prayers, Bible studies has helped me grow spiritually. Having people to share the word with.
When I joined the group, one thing I learned was Atta was always on us. One of his themes, let me put it that way, is if it must be done well. So if you're a vocalist, if you have to hit the notes, you have to hit it. Instrumentalist, he's always on us. So it's even changed the way we approach songs.
The High Praise crew presented me with numerous opportunities to have ministered with great gospel musicians in our dispensation. I mean, talk of Ekiboni, talk of Francis Amu, talk of Pastor Joshua Otre, talk of Stella Abasiu. I mean, it has presented me with these opportunities that I might not have gotten in my early stages of my craft. And I think it also challenged me because back then in my traditional church, the kind of songs High Praise crew was ministering weren't the kind of songs you often see in your traditional church. So it kind of challenged me, and I was happy. I think one interesting one was He Turned It by Tight Rivet. That was one challenging song at the time. I mean, so many things. But yeah, it has brought good memories. I realized that joining the team, I have grown musically. It also gave me the chance to also practice my music directorship for a while, and I think it has increased my skill set.
I have so many memories with High Praise. We had a gala, and churches came to support us, and we also had blood donation, and also annual programs we do at the community center. Evangelism, the hikes, all those things I have experience with, and I love how we organize programs and do it wholeheartedly.
There was this one time at rehearsals where we were being lazy and boring, we're not singing well. And our MD at that time, Mello, yes, he's now the president. He made us run from his house to the commercial bank junction. I'll never forget that day.
Same experience. Same experience. One time he asked us to carry chairs, the plastic chairs that we were using for rehearsals, and it was really fun.
My own would be when we go carry wood for the combined the top there. Then for carry the wood from the cellar to one machine for them to cut. Then Charlie, boys, we carry the wood, put one here. We come back, yeah, I'm saying, I was that was the first one. Then, I think that same wood, we have to carry it from operators to center. Now would name man like that, but then it has been good. Yeah, it has. I say that will be one of my memorable experiences. That was why they were born at home.
This year we've been to Oswem for evangelism with the people there, and then we distributed Bibles to them, and then that is all in aid to help them to get to know Christ more. Yes, because that's what the crew is centered on. We are focused on Jesus, and then we think it's worth that people there also get to know Christ just as we do. So that is one of the things that our evangelism services or programs has done for the people of Oswem. Yeah.
In 2022, collaborated to win souls at the Volivulano area within the Osudoku land. And also this year, collaborated again to win souls around the Osuwemlano area, also within the Osudoku Lano land. To see some of these people who are lost saved is very fulfilling, and I would say very special.
So I think the Christian community must discuss or take key interest in that. I mean, when it comes to funding Christian ministries, be it in the church or non-denominational like ours. It is really tough. I mean, putting logistics together, resourcing individuals for their inputs. That's one thing, very challenging, but you have to keep going because you want the best. It's very tough. I think controlling your peers and your kids, siblings. I think it's a full-time job. Because a lot of people don't see why they should control to taking instructions from you and all that. So that one is another challenge. But God being so good, so cause ahead. And doing well, although it's not perfect, but it's something we are also working on.
We having a place to rehearse has really been a challenge. And growing up since TP1, TP2, we used to rehearse at the Presby Church, but it got to a time we couldn't really have access. So even having a place to rehearse became very difficult. So we had to go to the MD's house, and we didn't really have our personal instrument. That's also another challenge.
On resource aspect, usually it's quite a hurdle to try and mop up everybody to meet at the same time. Preparing for events. So because of people's different time constraints, where they live and all that, the work they do. So it's usually a tough one getting everybody together, that we are having a full house meeting, full house rehearsal. And some of the time you have, because we had people living in Accra, people living in Akosombo, people living as far as Kumasi and so on, going to school and all that. Usually you have that mix up where you're not able to get the food in so that we can get the full potential of the team coming out. But it's part of life, so we are moving forward.
So we are about commencing the inter-church fun games organized by High Praise Group. And we have quite a number of churches right here. We have the Church of Pentecost, we have the Presby Church, we have the Lord's Garden. I don't know the church you represent, but I represent ICGC, and we are here to win the cup. It's been a long journey, and we've been grateful to God for how far He has brought us. One of the things that we do is mostly bringing the churches together so we can have fun on the field. So most of the time we play football, we do most of our games outside to have fun and come together. And with that, we thought it wise to bring along our fellow brothers and sisters from the hospital so we can get blood for those in the hospital. So with that, we donate every time we do our sports, and it's just nice and just fun to just give back to the society what God has given to us.
I have a foundation called Donate Blood Save Life Foundation, and I've been working with High Praise Crew for so many years. And our main aim of doing this is to gather the youth and give out our precious blood to save others' life. Since we started working together, we've made a lot. We have been donating a lot to save lives. Last year like this, I think last 2 years when we did this, about 45 people donated. And this went a long way to save lives. High Praise is really doing a good thing, helping the youth through music, through good morals, Christianity, and above all, helping to donate blood to save lives.
next 10 years, I'm expecting that High Praiz will not just be a household name in Akosombo, but then it will travel far beyond the borders of this town to the country and even internationally. That's my expectation.
Hi, so this is the president of the group. Hey, we have so many lovely pictures together. So TP at 10. This guy has been of great importance to me. He's an amazing guy. And God has used him to bless a lot of souls. So today we want to say a very big thank you to our president. Woo!